ancient Egyptian cult drank a trippy mix of drugs, human blood and bodily fluids. The cult of Bes may have believed that drinking from special vessels with hallucinogenic drugs, human bodily fluids, and fermented fruit had protective effects. The drink also contained a few secret ingredients like vaginal mucus. Researchers have identified some of the components found in the ancient Bes vase dating back to Ptolemaic era Egypt. The researchers have also studied residues inside a Bes vase, a ceramic vessel decorated with the head of the Egyptian deity Bes. The dwarf-like figure was believed to protect women and children, specifically during labor. The potent mind-altering concoction that was once housed in the 2nd century BC vase was revealed after a thorough chemical analysis by researchers who would have consumed it to induce an altered state of consciousness. A recently shared paper on Research Square revealed fascinating details about a 2,200-year-old container shaped like the god Bes's head. Inside, experts found various mind-altering elements such as fermented fruit, the Syrian rue plant, and blue water lily. The seeds of Syrian rue are known for producing hallucinogenic effects and creating dreamlike visions. Moreover, the ancient mix included a fermented alcoholic drink made from fruit, honey, and bodily fluids, combined with these mind-altering substances. While the inclusion of bodily fluids might indicate a ritualistic purpose, the fruit and honey may have aimed to improve the taste and digestibility of the concoction. This discovery sheds light on the ancient practices of using psychoactive substances, offering insight into the cultural and spiritual aspects of the era. The researchers noted that since the Bes figure was seen as a protective symbol, it's possible that the liquid sipped from these cups was believed to have positive effects. The Tampa Museum of Art houses this unique vessel, holding even more surprising elements. According to Eiffel Science, it seems that the group involved in this practice contributed their own fluids, likely as a part of their ritual. Although the research is yet to undergo peer review, it offers a fascinating glimpse into the religious customs of ancient Egypt during this later period. The exact purpose or significance of the contents within the vessel remains somewhat elusive. One thing is certain: the worship of Bo extended beyond Egypt's boundaries, with traces found in places like Syria and even in ancient sites predating the vessel itself. In Sigat, it remains unclear whether the consumption of hallucinogenic fluids was part of this cultural export. Further investigations are crucial to unraveling the extent of this practice in the worship of Bes, both in Egypt and elsewhere. The researchers emphasize the importance of broadening the study's scope to similar Bes vessels of the same period to determine whether this discovery was an isolated incident or a common practice during the Ptolemaic era. There is also evidence from historical accounts that a juice or tea derived from vilca seeds was sometimes added to chicha, a fermented beverage made from maize or the fruits of the mali tree native to Peru. And people in the state of Tiwanaku were known to mix such hallucinogens with alcohol, specifically maize beer. There are monoliths depicting figures holding a drinking cup in one hand and a snuff tray in another. And smoking or inhaling vilca was part of a long-standing ritual tradition to foster personal spiritual journeys. For this latest work, David Tanasi of the University of South Florida and his co-authors analyzed an Egyptian ritual vase in the shape of Bes dating back to the 2nd century BC, known as the Ptolemaic period, in the collection of the Tampa Museum of Art in Florida. Bes was a popular deity believed to confer protection on households, especially mothers and children. So unlike most other Egyptian deities, images of Bes were quite common in Egyptian homes. There were even special chambers built to honor Bes and his wife Beset at the Saqqara site near Cairo, which Egyptologists think could have been used for fertility or healing rituals, although their exact purpose is not certain. Numerous ceramic vases resembling Bes can be found in museums and private collections globally. Scholars have proposed various theories about what these vessels might have contained and how they were used. Some suggest they held sacred liquids like water, milk, wine, beer, cosmetics, fragrances, or medicinal mixtures. However, only a few have been examined for traces of organic substances. A previous study attempted to detect animal proteins in 23 Bes vases, yielding limited results due to degradation challenges. This vase at the Tampa Museum of Art presented a unique opportunity to explore its possible role in Bes-related rituals. Acquired in 1984 from a private collection, the vase underwent extensive analyses, including proteomic and genetic assessments and synchrotron radiation-based Fourier-transform infrared microspectroscopy to identify its residues. Remarkably, The researchers found traces of Syrian rue, known for its hallucinogenic properties, and blue water lily, recognized for its sedative effects. These plants were likely intentionally used for their psychoactive elements in rituals. Additionally, traces of a fermented alcoholic mixture containing various ingredients such as yeast, wheat, sesame seeds, fruits, honey, and possibly bodily fluids were identified. The authors suggest that this vase might have been involved in reenacting the myth of the solar eye, where Bes served Hathor an intoxicating drink. Graffiti referring to Bes as the giver of oracles and the giver of dreams aligns with known ritual practices related to prophetic dreams. Nevertheless, the authors emphasize the complexity of ancient Egyptian beliefs and rituals, cautioning that their findings might only apply to this specific vessel. Analyzing other Beses could provide more insights into the purpose and significance of these intriguing artifacts. This research extensively examines an Egyptian ritual Bes vase from the 2nd century BOC, utilizing advanced techniques like proteomics, metabolomics, genetics, and synchrotron radiation-based Fourier-transformed infrared microspectroscopy of TR to study its organic contents. The study successfully identified a diverse array of substances, including nutraceutical, psychotropic, medicinal, and biological components, shedding light on the intricate makeup of the liquid mixture employed in ritual practices during Ptolemaic Egypt. Through the use of LLCMJs and a novel approach, the study uncovered crucial proteins and metabolites, facilitating the identification of botanical sources which were confirmed by genetic sequences. Analysis unveiled the presence of Paganum harmala, Nymphaea nuchalivea, Cerulea, and Ecleum genus plant, all recognized for their psychotropic and medicinal qualities. Additionally, the detection of human fluids indicated their direct involvement in these ancient rituals. The metabolomics and SRFTA analyses further indicated the existence of a fermented fruit-based liquid and other elements like honey or royal jelly. Identifying specific chemical compounds, such as alkaloids and flavonoids, provided insights into the historical use of these substances in ancient ceremonial practices, both for their psychoactive and therapeutic properties. This interdisciplinary research underscores the complexity of ancient cultures and their relationship with psychoactive, medicinal, and nutraceutical elements. These discoveries contribute significantly to our comprehension of ancient belief systems, cultural customs, and the utilization of natural resources, enriching our knowledge of past societies and their connections to the natural world. This story of the mixture, which also contained traces of bodily fluids, underscores the intricate practices of the cult of Bes and their use of psychoactive elements in ancient rituals. Further study is needed to fully grasp the extent of these practices and the significance of these intriguing artifacts.